Good morning and welcome to Hurstbrand Farms. On today's episode, we rip out a failed crop. Okay, so it's not a total failure, but let's talk about what's going on here. So this is a winter wheat crop, soft white winter wheat. And from the top, it looks pretty good, but when you look down on it, it's pretty thin. This isn't gonna hit very good yield. And the reason for that is we did some pivot irrigation in this field. We put it up this spring and we were late. We were like 3-4 weeks late. And with winter wheat, your first irrigation is one of your most important to set your yield. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come through with some swathers. We're gonna swath it down, put it in windrows, and then the local dairy is gonna come chop it with like a corn chopper, but it's got a pickup header, and it puts it in trucks and they pack it in a pit and they'll feed it to cows. One of the unfortunate things about farming is you can't just rip it out and then reset because we're fighting against Mother Nature and time. So this is our next best option, is we're gonna get the most we can out of this crop, and then we're gonna plant corn behind it. We still have some time left to plant corn. It's gonna be a short day variety and it's gonna go to silage to the same local dairy, but I think this is gonna be our best option for where we're at. Farming's fun, it's always something, and you can't just stop and redo it. You gotta just roll with the punches and move on and try to make the best of it. So this is our best option. I mean, this wheat's really not bad. It shouldn't be heading out like it is. By heading out, I mean, we call that the head of the wheat. It shouldn't be doing that this early. We're not even in June yet. It should be doing that closer to June, and then towards the end of July, it should start turning colors. But this wheat just got stressed way too early on. And then when we finally did get water on it, all right, thanks for the water. We're gonna start heading out. We're gonna just be done for the year. The swather showed up. This is what we got. Those are decent windrows. We gotta go get some tillage hooked up. I want to be behind the chopper with tillage, like right on it. I wanna be right there because we gotta get corn planted as fast as possible. Okay, we are on day 2 of our wheat chopping, and we've got the mergers out, which means the choppers are getting close. I don't even know how many rows they're picking up. I think they're picking up 3 rows at a time, and they're merging over into a 4th. I've never been up close to these. So this is not our equipment. This is the local dairy that we're selling to. You can see they're merging windrows and making it bigger so that the choppers are more efficient when they go through. Pretty dry and dusty. And this wheat's dried out pretty quick. It was pretty light. Of course, that's why we're doing this. You see how big the windrow is? Still a lot of moisture in it, but they want that when they chop it, I believe. Unfortunately, the heads on here were empty. We'd get more tonnage if this was in what's called soft dough. So when you can squeeze the head of the wheat, even though it's green like this, and like it's almost like popping a pimple, right? You squeeze it and just the white soft dough comes out. We weren't quite there. We would have got better quality if it was, but that's okay. We're still doing all right. I don't know, pretty cool. I don't get to be around the chopping forage. Let's just call it forage. I don't get to be around forage crops very much. It pays good at certain years. I mean, like everything. This year, obviously, it's probably gonna pay better than wheat, but we don't have a dairy, so we don't have the need for it. We used to have a dairy. Dad sold the dairy back in 2004, and he never looked back. We were able to focus more on crop farming, because crop farming and dairy farming are hard to do together. Now, obviously with the dairy you have to farm crops, but it's not like the row crops we're farming. It's your forage crops like hay, corn, barley, other things like that. Maybe we'll pull the drone out, see if we can get some decent drone footage here. Chopper showed up. It's drier than I thought, but it is like 90 degrees outside. So we got 3 choppers in here. Gee, I don't know how many trucks. And 2 mergers, and they're rolling. This guy is stopped. I think they've got metal detectors in the front of the chopper. He may have found some metal. There used to be an old house right here. Actually, this is where J.R. Simplot's family moved to when they moved from Iowa. That's where he lived for just a few years. There used to be a house there. So we're gonna go grab the disc because I need to be doing tillage on this field as soon as possible so that we can get fertilizer on it tomorrow morning, and then disc rip it right after that, and then plant corn right after that. So if everything goes smooth, we'll have corn. Today's Thursday, we'll have corn planted by Saturday, and they can knock out some acres in a hurry. So they're picking up. Let's go grab the disc. Made it to the tractor and the disc. We're in the field. There's a chopper. They're going now, and these guys are cruising. I've got the disc here because they're not done with the field. We still got trucks going in and out all over the place. Is disking where the trenches were for the main line when we put in the pivots. But man, these guys are flying. They've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 more windrows left, and then they go to the other field. We are in a Magnum 250. And yeah, this is a 16-foot Lemkin high-speed disc. It's just a little baby guy. 250's pulling it just as good as the other tractors. So I don't know. I like it. It's working pretty good. View from the cab. This tractor, man, those choppers are impressive. The way they can just eat up that windrow. And now this one's a smaller windrow, but man, it's just like a giant wood chipper. But I think the model number on all 3 of them is 990. I'm pretty sure that's 900 horsepower. That's pretty dang cool stuff right there. The choppers are just about done. In fact, I think one's leaving. The other 2 are still going. We're disking, getting those roots chopped up. One of the main reasons we wanted to run this disc is I want to try to cut up the root balls a little bit, but also level out a lot of this field, because when we plant our wheat, we plant pretty soft, and so this field's fairly rough. And then we have all the lines from the trenching that we did and all the work we did from the pivots and roadways and things like that. So I want to run the disc. And then we're going to run our Great Plains disc ripper right after this. We got fertilizer coming in the morning. They're going to apply that, and we're going to try to run the disc ripper like right behind them. And then as soon as we're done with the disc ripper, we're going to run the planter. But we are in a Magnum 250 with a CVT transmission. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. This is the first CVT transmission we've ever had. And we're just not, we don't have enough oomph behind us. So we're gonna swap out, we're gonna pull this off, this 250 off. We're gonna go get our 280. Ooh. Swapped out to the 280. Nope.
YouTube, this is how babies are made. Stick the hose right in the hole, right like that.
Well, that's gonna ruin it. Hey, just hold on for a minute. Well, it's about 10:30 at night, and we are getting pretty close. We've done about 60 acres. That means we've got about 15 acres left on this field, and then we're gonna be done. So the 280, much better choice for pulling this. The 250 is just slightly under horsepowered. Doing a really good job. See it back there very well. Oh yeah, hit a little bit of a wet spot there, less dust. Yeah, that looks nice. Anyways, we're gonna hit it with the fertilizer tomorrow morning, and then disc rip tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully we can disc rip this whole place tomorrow afternoon, and then plant corn on Saturday. Pretty quick turnaround. I mean, it's not a ton of acres, but given the fact that we're like mid-season, almost mid-season. That's a pretty good turnaround, not too bad. This field's kind of rough. Thank goodness for tractor suspension. It's got all these trench lines that were dug in it, so a little rough. Could have been worse. My view for the night. We're right here on the edge of the highway. The car right there. How about some ASMR here? Just watching some tillage. All right, well, I'm gonna finish this up. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit all those buttons down on the bottom. Don't forget, eat more potatoes. Have a great night, great day, great afternoon. I don't know what time you're watching this. Bye.